I will go over the precise dates in this video. In May, there will be significant announcements that will affect everyone, including low-income and, of course, fixed-income Social Security retirement disability beneficiaries. Checks are being written out, and money will be disbursed. SSDI Spousal Survivor SSI. The video's main topics are VA and RB, so let's go in and go over every detail, okay? May is here, which you know means there are a lot of new developments and changes happening. And I do want to draw attention to the precise dates because, as I just indicated, money will be transferred to millions and millions of individuals, checks will be sent out to them, significant announcements will be made this month, and once more, here is what we now know about the situation. The problem is, as the month progresses, there will undoubtedly be much more than what we now know. But these are the various dates on the calendar, along with those announcements and everything else that I want to bring up. To your notice, with a special emphasis on the low income. I know that many of you in the community are either low-income persons or receive some sort of fixed income support, so you probably want to be aware of all the dates that are available. And when all of this money is going to be dispersed, this is rather intriguing, since we may already be here. The year 2024 is flying by, and the crucial months of July, August, and September, as well as November, are quickly coming. A lot of things are happening immediately impacting you and your monthly benefits throughout those months, which are again not that far away. This year has seen a lot of events so far, and naturally the next several months will see even more of the same. About your little income. So once more, if you haven't done so before, please make sure to subscribe below. I'm hesitant to do so, but I'm here for you every day, no matter what, fighting for you and keeping you updated on everything. We need to stick together at this difficult time. I'm here for you. I've done the research you don't need to and have broken it all down into these little movies. Please subscribe below if you haven't already. Whatever it takes to be as helpful as I possibly can be to you, have been for years, and will be for the upcoming days, weeks, and next few years as well. Let me thank you again for visiting. Please subscribe, and let's chat to you the next details about this, okay? So I'd like to begin today, correct? In order for you to be aware of what's happening here, I'd like to start today and go through each of the dates I've highlighted for this month. I won't be discussing too many dates here. There are just a few that I want to draw your attention to immediately. Let's start with today. There are a few things going on. First, SSI beneficiaries, you received your payment. All right, so here's the problem. If you are an SSI beneficiary and you were not paid today, you might want to check into that or wait a little while longer. However, you should have received your payment early this morning and it should have been pending. Today is also the day that we will be receiving the crucial news from the Federal Reserve. You should have received that wherever you usually receive information on your Direct Express Card bank account, savings account, checking account, or anything else similar. The Federal Reserve has a meeting known as the FOMC meeting or Free Market Committee meeting, once every 6 weeks. During these meetings, they address a wide range of topics, including the specifics of the economy, and they decide on their outlook and point of view on their interest rate policy. As a result, we will be learning precisely what they're doing with interest rates. Keep in mind that they have been really high for the past few years, and this has been extremely difficult for many of us who are now paying back debt, such as credit card debt, find it to be an unpleasant experience. With that said, there are numerous events taking place and we will receive the announcement today. Let's jump ahead to Friday. A few things occur in this. Additionally, on the 3rd of the month, some of you receive your Social Security benefits. Now, here's the thing. Those of you who started receiving benefits before May 1997 usually receive their payments on the 3rd of the month. However, this does not apply to everyone. For those of you who get concurrent claims, that is SSI and another kind of Social Security benefit, you usually receive your payments on the 3rd of the month as well. Some people receive their paychecks on the 3rd of the month, unless it's a holiday or weekend. Since Friday is neither of those things, those of you who normally receive your paycheck on the 3rd of the month will receive your cash on Friday, month, which is Friday after that. The non-farm payroll number, also referred to as the job report, is also due on Friday. If you've been watching the videos on the channel, you've probably heard me discuss this topic a lot already. In my opinion, this is among the most significant economic data points that we receive once a month. And Friday just so happens to be the day that it usually occurs at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time on the first Friday of the month. That will be happening very, very soon. Thus, it will provide us with an indication of the number of jobs that were added or eliminated in April. Keep in mind that this is the primary factor that I consider when determining further stimulus. Anything similar coming forward, we want to keep a careful eye on that statistic, as it provides us with an indication of the state of the economy. That being said, that is Friday. Let's move quickly forward to the following Wednesday, which is the 8th of. Alright, now this is the cool part. Since today is the first of the month, which falls on a Wednesday, the calendar and the month have been advanced, meaning that checks will be sent out to folks much earlier in the. You've heard me discuss this previously, but this is my preferred arrangement when the first of the month falls on a Wednesday because it allows us to get paid earlier. While I would want to receive payment earlier, I'm not sure if you would prefer to, or if it may not be to everyone's taste, but I prefer to receive my paychecks a little early rather than later. Here's the difference. If the first of the month had fallen on a Thursday, we would have received our paychecks for 6 full days. I don't know about you, but I like to get paid 6 full days in advance rather than 6 full days later. That's just my preference, though I can't speak for everyone. Perhaps you prefer to get paid later. Well, the date for those of you whose birthday falls between the 1st and the 10th of the month is already May 8th, which is the second Wednesday of the month. Once again, happy birthday, birthday. In between the 1st and the 10th is the second Wednesday on which you get paid. It's already May 8th, which is incredible that it's already the second Wednesday. All right, let's move forward to the third Wednesday of the month, which is the following Wednesday, the 15th. This is for those who, if your birthday falls between the 11th and the 20th of the month, you usually get paid on the third Wednesday. Since your birthday falls on the 15th, which is not too awful, you'll get paid on the fourth Wednesday of the month. This is Wednesday, May 22nd, the 4th of the month, and once more, it's for the final set of folks who receive Social Security benefits who, have birthdays. Arriving in the month of March between the 21st and the 31st, this is the fourth Wednesday of the month, is when your payments will arrive, and they've already arrived on May 22nd. That's crazy. That's really early. That's amazing right now. Here's the thing. There are actually 5 Wednesdays in May. There's even a 29th. Nothing is happening on that day. Nothing, okay? Money isn't going out or anything like that. Who knows, though? Maybe something significant will happen that day. I'm not really sure, but keep in mind this as well. I've said it a number of times previously, in earlier videos, but as November draws nearer, here's the thing. I realize there are still months to go, but there's a lot of lead time as well. That is, there's a lot of lead time before November's events. Thus, anything they wish to do before them, they will need to begin circulating these concepts, introducing this, and starting this as soon as possible in order to pass it before then as well, since you know it's going to take some time to put everything into practice. First, we'll need to introduce everything and say, hey, look what we're doing for you. We'll also need to explain the many things we're doing. I apologize. I forgot to mention one of the announcements. This is the day we're going to be going back to, so let's take a quick look at my list and go back a few Wednesdays, starting on May 15th. I apologize for forgetting to include this one. Going to be receiving the crucial CPI Consumer Price Index, also known as the inflation report, which is scheduled to be released on Wednesday the 15th. All right, so in 2 weeks, that's right, 2 weeks, exactly, we'll be receiving that inflation data. And keep that in mind. Okay, so that will demonstrate April inflation and allow us to see exactly what is happening. That is, whether it is increasing or decreasing, and what the true situation is. I can tell you this much. It is most likely going to rise, but all the talking heads will say, oh, it's going down. Look, you can afford a lot more. Your money is getting you more these days. And I'll say, nope, wrong again. It's still going up. And they will keep saying that until it does, to warn us that things are getting worse. You understand what I mean?